Yacht reveal? I'm joking. There's no yacht reveals in this video. If you're here for that, get out! Anywho, any shoe, welcome back. I feel disappointed, and I feel not good about opening this. But I'm doing this for content. So, please enjoy this opening video. Because I really don't want to open this figure. I really would have just wanted to leave it sealed, return it, use that money to get one I actually like. But, I mean, I'm going to see for myself if it's S tier quality and see if it's worth the $40 price tag. I just looked on eBay and I could get it for like $10 less. And yes, that's including shipping and everything. Like $10 less than what I paid. Because for this dang price tag, I could have gotten Shirogane Noeru. Or Shirogane Noel. As her name is, Shirogane. And if you don't know, damn. She got really big. It's like really exposed, and she got really big milkers. Alright, anyways, I want to remove this price tag, but they had to put it right up here. These price tags so damn hard to get rid of. Sorry for saying the D word so much, but dang. It's better than not saying the F word. I mean, the D word's like an in-betweener, you know? Even the A, even Staley is in between as well. Like, depending on how explicitly it gets used is how bad it is. Because even donkeys, believe it or not, used to be called that. So, really, in reality, the word actually is like an in-betweener. It is pretty bad, but not as bad as it can get. Alright. Enough of that. I will make sure lighting is perfect for you to read. I can of course read it thanks to my expensive game. Sorry about that. It's my expensive game. Well, they have pronunciations up above here, so if you can't really read kanji much, then this helps. I will give you the opportunity. Okay, you can't see it. Alright. Now you can. Pause the video to read it. Pause the video to read it. Pause the video to read it. And pause the video to read it. Right, here's what it looks like. I'm gonna give you a chance to read it, so to bring my light down. And most of the reason why I don't use my main light is because this one gives like a good contrast to my videos. Right, so I'm gonna give you a moment to read this. I'm gonna give you a moment to read the bottom. Basically, whenever I turn it around and stop for a moment, that's just your chance to read what's on there. I can, but I'm not going to read it out loud, and plus, nobody wants to hear me take 69 seconds to read a sentence, so here's the front, and now here's the bottom if you want to know. I'm not going to remove this international label only because, and I'm going to repeat it once again, only because it is just so dang hard to get rid of these. I've tried, and it's a pain in the gut. Depending on how long they've been sitting there, is how much of a dang problem it is to open this. I mean, to get rid of the label. So, I'm about to basically secure myself to only keep the figure. And, well, it's gonna be opened. Now, I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. And instead of, like, prying it open with, like, a knife or something, I'm going to try to peel the tape so we get it completely open. Hopefully that doesn't rip any of the thing. I doubt it though, because there's like a layer on top, unlike those cheap packages. Honestly, Bandai Namco actually makes their packages very... Okay, almost every figure company makes their packages, like, really smooth on the top, so when you rip the tape, it doesn't break the thing. So wait as I proceed to rip off this. So her name is, if you already read, Amane Kanata. Okay, Amane Kanata. So okay, Amane Kanata. So Amane Kanata. So Amane Kanata is the character we are opening from Hololive. If you don't know, Hololive is basically just the company for quite a few famous VTubers. You might have even came across it in your feed at some point. But of course, if you definitely like VTubers, you have, of course, definitely came across at least Hololive, or hopefully I'm saying this right, Hololive, or Sakura Miko, or some of those iconic ones. This one is in like the middle of recognition, but Gura is one of them, which is an English VTuber. That one is also pretty iconic. But yeah, this is like the most well-known group of VTubers that are from the same company. It's like the most... When you talk about VTubers, you probably think about Hololive first. Alright, I already opened the tape, so I can't return it. Poop. And I'm not gonna get rid of this international label only because it's gonna be such a dang trouble to get rid of it. Like, if I try to, it's gonna... Like, really quick, I'm gonna show you what happens. I know I don't usually do this for you guys and show you, but look at how terrible this is. Look, boys. This is when I try to get rid of the labels. Yeah, it doesn't really work out well. Alright, anywho, let's get back to the OG topic. Right, I'm about to open this. I already kind of know what it looks like inside from the review I looked at last night. I usually do this so I avoid damaging everything else. Oh. Okay. I ripped this! Dang it. Well, it's okay. Nobody's gonna see that. Okay, I'm gonna give you the... I know everyone almost sees this on every figure box. I know that. I'm not stupid, but I'm gonna give you the chance to read it anyways. Because I'm not really as good of a quality character opener at here. Yeah. And be glad there's no background today, so... And yes, I know the microphone sounds incredibly terrible right now. And that's for a good reason. The only reason why I'm even opening this is because, guess what? There's something called a spinning wheel. And because of that, it landed on open. So, yeah. And yesterday I didn't want to heck open this because it was on a Wednesday when I got this. And I was very late when I got home. And apparently, very smart of you, Bandai, very smart of you. So how the heck am I supposed to pull it out? Newsflash! You're forced to... No, I don't really care about the inner tape. I could rip this all day, every day. Oh, crap, I just ripped the cardboard. It's okay. Okay, this is pretty big. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna give you a comparison to one of my biggest figures, which... As of right now, hold on. This is not a disappointing size, but I okay, I'm gonna give the fact it has a stand, so I'm gonna just borrow. Hold on. So I'm gonna just hold on. Yeah, this is around the same length. I'm gonna just put the stand and ignore the plastic. Plastic doesn't count, but... Okay, also keep in mind this one's standing, but it is a pretty decently big size. So, you're not getting scammed. Yeah, that's one of my biggest ones I have, and yeah. For comparison, on an average size figure, this is the size of an average figure compared. Side by side. Remove this. These are both from the Relax Time series. And these are from two different franchises. This one's from a show, and this one's from Hololive, obviously. See, they are a little bit the same size, but this one's just slightly bigger. And this one comes with an accessory, so I will give it that. And it's the only figure I ever bought that came with one. Anywho, enough comparisons. Well, I unfortunately opened it, so you know what this means. She is incredibly big, though. I'm surprised at her size. And no, if you want to see, yes, she is Minecraft flat. I just want to tell you. The rest of her is large, but she is Minecraft flat. And if you're giddy, yes, there are actual feet, if you don't know. And in this channel, I don't care what you say. People are just stupid saying feet are freaky. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think that lore kind of came from, because, you know, usually feet are, like, stinky and they, like, smell the most. I think that's where the lore came from, but enough of that. To open this, at least if I open this, I want it to be... I go for the corners. Those are the easiest spots to open it in. But sometimes it just doesn't want to work in your favor. Like I said, I don't rip the crap out of these. No matter the figure, I'm not ripping the crap out of the package. Yeah, I know it gets a bit bitter, folded, but... Yeah, this is not returnable. Now, out of all the figures I have, probably the Oceanal Coal figures are probably the ones I would never sell, for just very obvious reasons. And, of course, this one right here. A keep right here. This one's a keeper. I just love how incredibly detailed that one is. That is an S-tier, GOAT-tier design. Like, comparing these two, I think this is S-tier in detail. The only thing good about this is it doesn't need a stand, so you could just put it anywhere and it perfectly fits. Now, is it really easy to open this? No, so... okay, I just ruined the top of the bag. Okay, so... This is the first time I actually ever paid cash for the figure. Well, it wasn't my cash, obviously, but it was the first time I actually paid cash, and gladly, these are the places where they do accept cash. So if you're a money man and you don't like to pay card for everything, you can by far, of course, pay cash. No big problem. They accept cash, but be aware, if you're trying to scam anybody, they're not stupid, so you better not try to scam anybody, or you're gonna have a bad day, man. Not saying I'm doing anything, but... Alright, I'm sorry, boys. I'm gonna have to open it this way. It hurts to do it this way, but... I don't want to make this video any longer. This is as long as my drawing video, which is crazy. Doesn't need to take 15 dang minutes to open a figure. Sorry. However, these are better quality bags than McDonald's. How does it still not want to open? Okay. I am wondering how controversial Nikocado Avocado's remake for weight loss was. Alright, well, the top of this bag, not good. Oh, Kanata. Here she is. This feels brand new. I can just feel it fresh. How does it already have a stain? Okay, I'm not a complainer for that. And, yes. These are the feet, by the way. Wow, they even made the nails. So dang detailed. Serial number in the bottom. She's a bunny suit. And, of course, her beautiful face with that smirk. Yeah, first time in history I see a figure actually smile with a smirk. I am gonna give it to them. That for once they made the face unique. I will give that to them though. Good job on that Hololive. Well, this is obviously gonna be going in the Hololive section, but now I'm gonna have to put away the packagings. Yes, that's including these trash pieces. Yeah, I think, yeah, now I know where those particles came from. And then it goes like this. This is gonna be a piece of cake to put back, the packaging. Luckily, I'm gonna give them the benefit of this special packaging. It is pretty nice. It does fit it in. And it does work. The packaging works well with the figure. I will just mention really quick, this is a 2025 release, so it is pretty recent actually. This one came out, so thumbs up. It is pretty high quality, but not high quality to be worth $40 in my opinion. I'm picky with my prices, and I only did this not only to support my local store, but also because it was Hololive, so too late, I already opened it. I can't get my money back, so I'm gonna have to, for a whole week, once again, for an entire week, I'm gonna make sure not to buy anything, and maybe, if I can hold it even more, I totally don't have a figure buying addiction. I totally don't have a figure addiction. Okay, so, Kanata will go here. Kanata will go here, so. Tonight I am obviously sleeping with Kanata. No, not that type of sus. I don't know why you sussy bakas think that. Alright, so I already put away the box, so that's it for this video. Mega Mayor out. I am very sorry for the long time, but for real this time, Mega Mayor out!